So another preview of the upcoming Lions Break Crown tournament. We're talking to all the participants, and we're really excited. You'll see the entire tournament unfold. New Japan Strong each and every Friday night. Brand new episodes on njpwworld.com. I got Logan Riegel here with me, who I've known for a long time, but we just got to meet recently for the first time. I have known you for years and years and years because of our common friends within this industry. How you doing, my man?
Yes, I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good. Everything's lovely. It was great getting to finally meet you face to face. Our pal Chris Goff, of course, who we got to send our love to Big Country.
Yes, Big Country. Send the love to Big Country.
He was, of course, part of Metro Pro there in the Kansas City area, and has been active in wrestling promotion for years and years after he was my intern when we were together in WWE. So.
Good old Big Country.
Can't go wrong.
He's a big time Mizzou guy, and we're big time. Me and my brother are big time Kansas guys, so we butt heads with the sport, so it's fun. Well, it's fun always butting heads with him.
About time to straighten you butt heads out.
Are you a Mizzou guy too?
No, I am a Florida State fan. I graduated from there. So
Florida State.
Come on. But you can't go wrong with Big 12 football, and you can't go wrong with Gridiron Saturdays, no doubt about it. So you and your brother, the Riegel Twins, are just becoming a household name, if you will, on the independent scene as far as tag team wrestling is concerned. A lot of people say it's a lost art, but you guys are bringing it back in a big way.
I'm trying to. That's thanks for saying that about being a household name in indie wrestling. I don't feel like we really got an opportunity to really do a whole heck of a lot when it comes to the indie stuff, but I appreciate that. I don't feel like we're household names yet. I think we're working towards it, but I appreciate that. It means a lot.
When you look at the competitive landscape and you look out there and you see, well, who are the actual teams? You know, there's not as many pure teams as there used to be. And I think you guys can really jump to the forefront, you know, on a much quicker basis because of just the fact that you guys stand out so prominently within the division.
Yeah, and I man, that just hearing you say that means a lot too, man. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, we try to just we really just try to be ourselves. I mean, it's weird that a lot of people bring up tag team wrestling kind of dwindling or what have you, but for us it's just kind of something that we've been tag team wrestling our whole lives. So transitioning into the ring, it's one of those things where it's for us, it's like we just go in there and it's so natural for me and my brother. So
it's what you did when you were kids.
Exactly.
Were you the best in your neighborhood? Did anybody whip you in, I can't imagine that, whether it was in the pool or on the trampoline. You guys probably had, you got your hand raised every time.
Yeah, we teamed up on everybody.
Now, are you guys the only siblings in the family?
Yes, only siblings. Just us two.
Again, that's all we needed right there. We could stop.
Yeah, I guess that's what my parents thought too, because it was us two and that was it.
Well, you guys were probably more than a handful. Your poor parents.
Yeah, we were. We definitely were.
What was life like growing up for you two?
It was great, man. We played sports. We did everything together. So it was pretty much just, activities, playing sports, and then sports led to wrestling. And then that was we started watching wrestling in 98. And that was, once we started seeing that, it was off to the races with that. And that's what we pretty much obsessed with our whole childhood was professional wrestling.
We talk about, the ability as a team, the best teams have that innate quality to communicate non-verbally. The other one knows what the other is thinking. And you guys really have that advantage. They always say, that twins will have the communication, the another language or whatever they might Is that something that you and your brother have between you?
Twin telepathy is what I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. A lot of people always ask, like, do we feel each other's pain? But I don't. I don't think it's. I think it's more of like we can kind of like sense. We have twin senses, especially in the ring with how we move and when we do our double team moves. Like, we just flow like one. It's crazy. It almost feels like an out of body experience when we wrestle.
It's interesting because I've noticed that when I've seen you guys compete, that there's no wasted motion. There is just precise timing. When you land and then your brother lands, you never land on top of each other. Everything just flows like water. It's magic when you guys get rolling.
Yeah. And that's just me and my brother just going out there and just letting it loose. Like I said, it's like an outer body experience because we really try to just do everything as one in there, whether it's double team moves, whether it's moving at the same time, whether it's, alley-ooping each other with another man or, giving dishes, whatever it is in the ring. It's just like when we're in there, we're working as one all the time.
Now, because your brother has been competing over in England and then was there during, COVID shutdown and everything, we have had the opportunity on New Japan Strong to see you compete with a variety of partners in different tag team matches. Has that been difficult for you?
It has, as far as kind of, obviously tag team wrestling is really the only wrestling that I know. I've had singles matches here and there, but I would say 98% of my wrestling has been tag matches. So as far as what goes on in the ring, I'm used to, but not having your twin brother partner is always weird because you never know how you're going to, connect with the guys you're in there with. So it's just different. And when you're in there with your brother, you don't really have to worry about any of that.
It really is a trust factor more than anything else, I bet, right?
Exactly. And that's what I feel like a lot of singles wrestlers don't realize is how much the teamwork really makes the teamwork makes the stuff that goes on in the ring, like it makes it be a huge ordeal for tag team wrestling. Like for us, the teamwork is everything. So when singles guys don't really want to work as a team in tag team wrestling, I'm always like, what do you want to, what are you doing? But it's one of those things where I feel like it's tag team wrestling. When you're in there with somebody, like when you're in there with your twin brother, it's easy to just shut off and go. When you're in there with somebody else, you have to always be thinking about what they're doing, how they're moving. And even the small stuff, just like where their headspace is at during the match. At 1 minute they can be cool, the next minute they cannot be cool with you. So it's always interesting being in there with somebody else, especially when it's a different guy that's not your brother.
We're going to talk a little inside baseball here, folks. I always loved your matches that you had with another brother team, Hootie and Anaya.
Yes.
And they were sort of the polar opposites of you guys, as they were always on the verge of fighting each other. And then you guys were always able to keep things together. Those were always great matches. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, those are some of our funnest matches. We're working those two guys because they're just crazy in there. They're crazy.
They are. They're out of their minds. But again, the competition in New Japan is a different level. And obviously Bullet Club is kind of ruling the roost in terms of New Japan Strong. You've got the Gorillas of Destiny out there, of course. And, I think they're almost to that point where they're ready for teams to step up and face them because they've kind of gone through everybody so far. So I look forward for you and your brother to get that opportunity against the Gorillas at some point.
Yeah. Any opportunity like that, we want to face it head on. We're willing to test ourselves against anybody. And a team like God, that's we've been watching them forever. So it would be fun to lock up with them and see where we're at,
And the opportunity to compete, you guys would technically be in the junior heavyweight division. So of course, great tag team wrestling in the junior heavyweights in New Japan. with the annual Super Junior Tag League, and teams like Roppongi 3K, really the first that come to mind. There's, with the future, with the tag team titles, they're going to be up for grabs here soon. Again, I would imagine that has to be the goal for you and your brother.
Yeah, I mean, for us, the goal was always to get to Japan. And then when the opportunity with New Japan came about, it's something that it was just a huge opportunity for us. And ever since then, we've been kind of just working towards that. And just the junior tag division is something that we've always had our eye on the minute we step foot in the wrestling business. So being able to just see a future in competing in that, just in that style of wrestling, that style of tag team wrestling, is just something that I think we're ready for. And I think we're ready for the test, whether it be, good test, bad test. I think that's what we want now, is just, we want to be tested. We want to see where we're at, and we're ready to just go out there and, prove ourselves, because that's what I feel like people may not really know of us right now. So being able to go on New Japan TV and New Japan Strong, I think it's our main objective, is just to prove ourselves.
And you will certainly continue to have that opportunity. While brother's been in England, you've been holding down the fort on New Japan Strong, and you've got this singles opportunity.
Yes.
And again, you said 98% of your matches are tags.
98%.
You compete in Lions Break Crown. And it's a single elimination knockout tournament format with 8 hungry guys just like yourself. And they all want to be the first to be called the Lions Break Crown tournament winner. What kind of pressure is that going to be?
I mean, it's a lot of pressure. Like I said, I mean, I've been watching New Japan stuff since I was a kid. So just being able to step foot in the ring, it's crazy for me. But pressure is something that I enjoy. I feel like it brings out the best of me and my brother. But I feel like as a competitor, pressure is something that I want. So the more pressure, the better for me. So obviously, like I said, 98% of my matches are tag matches, but pressure makes diamonds, Kevin. So I mean, I'm here to make diamond, brother.
Well, that's how you're going to do it. And again, being thrown into the deep end of the pool in a competitive tournament like this, I think is going to be a great opportunity for you. Whether you come out victorious in the end or not, you're going to come out a better wrestler, more well-rounded wrestler, and everything will be right once the Riegel Twins are back in action on New Japan Strong.
Yes.
So how have you been celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory?
Oh, I haven't stopped celebrating, to be honest. No, it's honestly for the city, to see it for the city. Now, the Royals won the World Series a few years back, but as far as the Kansas City has always been a huge football city. And so being born and raised here and seeing just the city just live and die by every season. And then, if you're familiar with the NFL at all, you've known the Chiefs haven't been all that great for the past 20 years. So we got a quarterback, and then he won us a Super Bowl. So it's been just great to see the city grow from it, and just to see just everybody be happy. And I can't believe the season's about to start in like 15 days. I was talking to my buddies. I was like, the season starts in 15 days. It's crazy. It seems like we were just watching the Super Bowl.
Right. And obviously, again, one big moment, one big victory can turn things around for an entire city. And again, exactly. Logan Riegel will be bringing Kansas City with him when he competes in the Lions Break Crown tournament. And we'll see what happens there. I know you're going to give it your best. We're looking forward to the effort. We can't wait to see it. And we're looking forward to the Riegel Twins returning to action on New Japan Strong here very, very soon. All right, my man. Well, I want to thank you for your time. We'll be talking to you again soon. Best of luck in this upcoming tournament.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Logan Riegel, everybody. And we'll have more exclusive interviews right here for you. And make sure you check out the latest episodes of New Japan Strong each and every Friday on njpwworld.com. New episodes drop every Friday at 10 Eastern on njpwworld.com.